This is Roger with Kinetics in Tucson, Arizona. We're selling this truck. It is a 2005 Ford F450 Super Duty Crew Cab. It's an XL. It is a 6.0 turbo diesel. It is two-wheel drive. This truck has 169,000 miles on it. It was a trade-in, a new car dealer trade-in in Phoenix. We purchased directly from the dealer. Dealers in general, in Tucson and in Phoenix, almost everywhere, cannot get financing for their used car buyers when they're over 100,000 miles. So obviously this is past that. So we generally buy almost all of the nice ones, and this is one of them. This is a beautiful truck. When we get them in, we do about a 2-hour inspection. This is a very boring inspection, very short. It needed a battery. And that's it. We repaired a cut in the driver's seat, kind of a half repair. Because it's a work truck, we didn't just recover the whole seat. And then went to detail. When we do our inspection, we do measurements, we put it in the air, take the wheels off, look at the brakes. We know that's very obvious that someone just did a brake job on it. It's got new pads, front and rear, that are about 99.9%, and it's got a beautiful set of tires that look like they may have a couple hundred miles on them. I mean, I'm not really sure why they spent this money. People tend to think that their vehicles bring more money when they have brake pads that nobody can see and brand new tires, when that's really not the case. Never do that. It doesn't help your value at all. Anyway, there's a little dent here in the front bumper, but the people who buy it next like it a lot. Let's see, what do we got? A little scratch right here. The hood's got a dent on it right there. Now obviously this is a work truck, so I'm sure that cosmetically for an 05, 169,000 miles, it looks really good. But it's my job to make sure that I don't leave anything out, so there's no surprises, especially if you're a person who buys it and pays for it online by wire and then ships it. We want to make sure if you get it in Michigan that you're surprised by how much better it is in the description than by how much worse it is. We don't get the worst ever. I tend to throw these things so far under the bus that people are always happier once they get it than they thought they would be. The tires kill me. It's been happening on a lot of vehicles lately that we're buying. People just have to put new tires on them right before they trade them in. It's just strange. Not a good idea, people. Those are expensive tires too. It's a nice thing to have a nice new set of tires. We're gonna have to buy a set of those same tires for a truck that we have in our shop right now getting inspected, and I did not like the price tag I got. I think it was $900, so there's $900 worth of tires sitting on this thing. It says fire extinguisher. There is none inside, but I left the sign there just in case somebody wanted to put one in there. It might help. I'm going to start this up. I'm going to let you hear under the hood, and I'm also going to show you where the let's see, 169,437. That TBC fault code is something we see. 169,437 miles. It says TBC fault code. That is trailer brake control module. Those are notoriously not good. They're basically trailer brake modules, and you don't need them. And it might be because this one has an aftermarket on it. All right. There's a Ford emblem on the passenger fender. There's a Ford emblem there. That's a new battery on this side. That's a new battery on that side. There's an emblem there. There's an emblem there. They took really good care of this truck. Mechanically, our guys were very impressed with it. Not much to report in here. It's a work truck, so you got some Little stains here and there. We got a hole here. I see a hole over on the other side. The floor looks pretty good. Crank windows, not much to break, which is good. Forgot to tell you that it does have air suspension right there, and it does work. And it works from inside the cab, which is nice. A little bit of paint or something from whatever they were doing. There's your crank windows on this side. Hole there. Headliner looks great. A little bit of wear from leaning on the elbow there on the armrest. It's interesting, this thing has tilt wheel, has cruise control also, so it's not a full-on strippy as we call it. This was that tear on the seat we fixed. We didn't fix this because we're trying to keep the price down, and it's probably going to get ripped relatively soon anyhow. Not really much of a point. Alright, let's see if I can get a seatbelt on here. Alright, there we go. Turn on the air. Alright. That's your air, and believe it or not, it's almost Halloween, and it's still hot. Yeah, they don't have the trailer brake control module in here. They got a trailer brake module here. Alright, there's your air pressure. It's going up there. That's the air pressure. Air. There you go. I have no idea what this is for. I have no idea. There must have been some light kit probably on the top of the bed or something. Radio.
Sunshine 32 94 degrees.
Another unusual thing, it's got a CD player and AM/FM. That's unusual. There's your tow haul, on and off. And let's go for a ride. All right. If you come to Tucson to drive it home, you're going to pay tax and dock fees. Dock fees are $250. Taxes are 2% here in Tucson, plus whatever your state tax rate is. So if you come in here from a state with a 3% tax rate, you're going to pay a total of 5% tax and a $250 dock fee. If you're one of our friends from Alaska, they have a 0% tax rate. So you're going to pay 2% tax and a $250 dock fee. If you pay by wire and ship, no tax, no dock fee. You just deal with your state when you bring it into MVD, and whatever you have to pay there, you pay. If you pay by wire and ship, we will sign off the title to you, notarize it, scan it into your online file so you can see it before it even shows up to you. Along with the envelope that we mail it in, we even scan that in. You'll see the title that the dealer gave us. Everything that we have, you will see. My brother will take this thing out and he will do somewhere between 50 and 70 HD pictures of it. This thing runs really good. There'll be a little microscope, or whatever you call it, magnifying glass, I'm sorry, magnifying glass setting that you can click on every picture, and you could zoom really tight in on anything you see that you want to see. There's no excuses for not knowing what's going on cosmetically here. Sorry, we're going into the sun here. I'll turn around here in a bit. We'll see a little bit better. So cosmetically, mechanically, we give you everything that we have as far as information is concerned. There's no upside in any deception here. 500 people a day will see every one of our vehicles. Sometimes if it's a WRX Subaru, they'll 2,000 or 3,000 a day will see it. So the right person will find the right car. If it had a problem, we would tell you, and the person who can deal with that problem will buy it. And we will have bought the car according to the problem also. The price would be lower to us, blah, blah, blah. So there's no BS factor. You don't have to buy this car. We don't have to make you buy this car. We don't have to do any of that stuff that they have to do when you own a brick and mortar. They basically get 1 or 2 people a month in a vehicle to actually sit in it. They got to sell those people the car, so they'll do whatever they have to do. All right, we don't have that problem, so it's nice. We have a lot of friends out there, and it's because we can do it the right way. This thing runs good. And let's not get a ticket today. This is a 25 zone. I'm doing 60 in a 10,000 pound truck. Probably a bad idea. There's usually a cop. If he's ever sitting there, he's sitting right there. And he's not there today, which is a good thing. Let's see. Deposits. Please get your deposit in. Once we have a deposit, we have a deal. The deposit is $500, and we'll put a banner with your name in it over the truck at wheelkinetics.com once we receive it. Until then, it is for sale. The last thing I say, and I say this about anything on our property, doesn't matter what it is, I say it on every one. Please verify that by going to our website and looking at the vehicles on our website. I say this every time. This is out of warranty. The guys who built this truck at Ford, the engineers, the designers, they know this truck better than we do. They built it. They gave it a warranty of X amount of years and X amount of miles. It's passed them both, okay? What are they saying? They're saying they don't know what's going to happen after that amount of time or miles. We don't know more than them. They built it. So, please be aware that there's risk in buying something used. It's something that's out of warranty. That is the case in this truck. So, if you're risk averse, if you don't like taking chances, go buy a brand new F450 flatbed crew cab with crank windows, two-wheel drive, and it's probably somewhere around 40 or 45,000, somewhere in that area. If you can deal with a little bit of risk and realize you're going to have to spend some money sooner or later on a repair, maybe an injector, maybe an air compressor, who knows, windshield wiper motor, then this is for you, okay? Just make sure you know what you're doing and you're ready to go. Thank you.